What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that I was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Y'all see it right here. Definitely a shame. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely a shame. That's all I gotta say. But I got a lot to say within this video, so I'm gonna play it.
Jill Biden is opening up about what's really going on through her mind during the 2024 presidential debate. Joe Biden's performance left a lot of people concerned about whether he was up to the job. Remember that? But Jill didn't seem to be worried that night. Now, watch.
We continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look,
I'm not laughing at Joe Biden. I'm laughing at Trump. Because President Trump really just looking at him like, they really got him up here? Are you really serious?
Do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
She talking to him like he's a kid learning how to be president. That's the issue. And they got the nerve to talk about President Trump.
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
Okay, that was then. She just gave a much different version of events this week to CBS Sunday Morning. Take a look.
Were you horrified as you saw it unfold?
I wasn't horrified, I was frightened because I had never, ever seen Joe like that before or since. Never.
Or since?
Yes, or
You've
since.
never seen him like
never.
that?
No.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. I mean, as I watched it, I thought, oh my God, he's having a stroke. And it scared me to death.
So why do you think she's saying this now? She didn't say it then. What do you make of this whole thing?
People lie after debates, right? I mean, it's like called spinning. Every time I have seen debates where there's clearly one candidate who has bombed, and next thing you know, you get the press. So-and-so won the debate handily.
Yeah.
That's happened. She's not going to go out there and say, Joe, you bombed. He was still running for president.
What would you have said if you were her?
Joe, you did great. I mean, if it's your husband running for president, I think she was doing what a political spouse and what somebody supporting her husband. At that point, they didn't know if he was going to continue running or not. He was still running. I believe her because I think I believe her in this interview. I think Jill Biden is a truthful person, and I also think I suspect she's watched it a lot of times since. Which is different than watching it in real time when you watch. We just watched it right now, and we both said this is painful to watch.
It was painful to watch him. Yeah. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, she has to spin. That's the only thing she can do the morning after.
I'm trying to let him talk because y'all know I'm about to say something.
I'm not really interested in litigating what Jill Biden did or didn't know. I'm going to take her at her word. But I would say this. I came to this table the morning after the election and was not remotely surprised that Donald Trump won. There were glaring signs, I argued it at this table for 2+ years, that however anyone might personally feel about Joe Biden, he was losing the country because there were concerns not about his ability to do the job while still in office. It was that he was going to have 4 more years and be the oldest president in history, and we had seen some slowing down. 72% of Americans said that before this debate. And he stayed in for another month after that, which led this narrow window for Kamala Harris to try to do a Hail Mary and win. A lot of why
That's some BS, though. They got to stop using that as an excuse.
Here, in this moment that we're in, where a lot of us are afraid of the direction the country is going, is because people who were raising their voices and saying America deserves other options than this were told to shut up, sit down, and not use their voice, but stand up for democracy somehow. How are you standing up for democracy if you're not allowed to have an opinion on the state of the commander-in-chief?
Right. Yeah. I say that now, too. About somebody else.
What the fuck? Like, oh, see, I wasn't even supposed to say nothing, bro. I'm just confused. Like, what am I missing? Am I missing something here? I remember. So look, I remember all of this. I remember all this because I was here for the campaign. The debates, all this. Y'all was with me. How many times have y'all said that they've been in denial about Joe Biden's, bro? If I can see it, I'm no doctor by all means, bro. But I mean, you can clearly see something was wrong. But then they will say, oh, they just talking crazy and they're being funny and they're laughing at them and they're doing this and they're doing that and this, that, and the other. Bro, we literally seen how bad it was. If we seen how bad it was, I know others seen how bad it was, especially that debate. So for them to go back, not only to sit there and be like, oh, Americans were, we had to be quiet about this and we couldn't even say anything. That's some bullshit. They know it is. They truly know it is. I don't care what nobody say. Not only that, they not about to sit here and blame Jill because they ought to be to blame too for sitting there and making things like, oh yeah, everything is gravy, everything good. Joe Biden's good. They need to stop talking about him. And then what happened was they stopped talking about Joe Biden. They didn't say, oh, Joe Biden, he's this, he's that, and this, that, and the other. They went and they started talking about Kamala and boosted her head up. And y'all seen what happened with that. She won by a landslide. And then on top of that, they want to use the excuse and say, oh, yeah, she just had this short period of time. Man, that's some BS, bro. Y'all know what y'all was doing. Y'all trying to push that man, see how far he can go, and y'all seen it, and then y'all put Kamala in there. Y'all knew they knew Kamala was going to, they knew they was going to do that. They seen how bad it was. That's what it is. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. There's nobody on the left. They had nobody on the left that was good enough to beat Trump. So they put Kamala in there. And when they put Kamala in there, they seen, okay, well, she's doing this, doing that. Let's put this actress here. Let's have Beyonce say this. Let's put Megan Thee Stallion out here twerking. And let's get all these black folks and all these folks that love this type of music and this, that, and the other. And let's make sure they vote. And guess what? She lost by a damn landslide. And now they sitting here and want to talk about, oh, we just didn't know. We didn't know it was that bad. We didn't know it was. They full of it, bro. I don't care what nobody say they full of it. And they know they are.
It's, the one thing that I've always said about Jill Biden, and now that I've come to know her, and something that I've always admired about her is that she stands by her man and she stands by her family. And it's always very obvious. It's been obvious when she's come on the show with Joe Biden, and there have been moments where he has faltered, where he has lost his train of thought, and she will jump right in. We all have seen that. And so I am not surprised that what she said in real time right after the debate. But I have to say I'm a little disappointed in the fact that she was living with Joe Biden. She must have seen some of his decline.
My thing is what is this doing for them now? I feel like what they doing and why they doing this now is the simple fact that they're trying their best to get other people in to see, okay, he was the problem and he was the reason that Kamala lost. It's something because there's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way that they truly sitting here and she like, oh yeah, she I'm mad at her because she must have known she's with him, she's this, she's that. Bro, y'all knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. You can literally look at somebody. This is not to talk about nobody. This is not to make. You can literally look at him, and he's done. He can't be president. He can't be president no more. And I'm glad people came to their senses and voted for President Trump.
Although she did say, I had never seen him like that, and I haven't seen him like that since. I can't imagine that they've been together so long, I can't imagine that the Joe Biden leading up to that debate, she had not seen his decline.
So you're saying it would have been her duty to say the truth, right?
I think she should have privately told him, Joe, do you really think you should run again? Because he promised us that he was going to be a one-term president.
Sonny, the thing that gets me is you said she stands by her man. When I hear what she's saying there, I can't help but think my first response would be, you've served your time. You got the end of this 50-year of service. You were the president for 4 years. Now you've served enough. If she thought,
bro, I'm about to end this. Am I tripping? Do y'all know how many times back then they sat there and made it seem like Joe? I'm pretty sure they even had Joe Biden on the show, right? If I'm not mistaken. That they sat there and absolutely, oh, I love this man. I can't wait for him. I know he's gonna beat Trump. I know he's gonna do this. I know he's gonna do that. Even after the debate. But now, man,
Body had a stroke. When you have someone in your life that's had a medical concern, your immediate reaction is, okay, enough here. We all know the presidency ages people.
Yeah.
It beats them up. He's heading into another 4 years. I said at this table over and over, why is the family not saying we want the end with you? We want you.
I want to say something though.
Sarah Hanks has never said that. Please, somebody got political. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
I watch this administration, Donald Trump's. He's falling asleep at every cabinet meeting.
That's right.
Okay? The guy is not making sense when he speaks anymore. Yeah. Should Melania now stand up and say, my husband cannot do the job?
Yes.
But also, I think
at least privately. I'm not saying public
meeting.
That's right.
Okay? The guy is not making sense when he speaks anymore. Yeah. Should Melania now stand up and say, my husband cannot do the job?
Yes.
This goes to show y'all, for the people that's always in my comments talking crazy, people, that's on the left, people that always at the bottom of the comments. This should show y'all on how much full of BS that these ladies are. This should show y'all everything. I'm not even playing. Like, this should show y'all everything. This should show y'all everything, bro. So you mean to tell me that they sitting here saying that Melania should tell President Trump, mind you, somebody that's working 24 hours out of the day. We always see President Trump. We've never seen Joe Biden do anything. We always see President Trump doing something. Something. Of course he's going to go to sleep. Shit, I will too. If I'm telling y'all, if I'm working, y'all see, bro, listen, it's what, 1:30 in the morning right now? I'm putting y'all on a little secret. So the ones watching this video, y'all, this is my third video out of the 4 I got to do. A lot of times I'll do my videos at 2, 3 in the morning. It's my downtime. It's time that I can just chill. Babies are asleep. I had a day, my sister's birthday this weekend. We went out to eat, all this. This time that I can have. Bro, I get up afternoon time, late morning. Around those times. Sometimes I fall asleep doing research, finding things I need to find, putting notes in, finding pictures of thumbnails. So I just know we talking about a president of the United States. I guarantee each of these ladies can do what President Trump did for one day. I guarantee that. But my thing is, for the people that's in the back, why are they saying that Melania should tell him? Why wouldn't they have the same energy with Jill Biden and Joe Biden? That's what I got an issue with.
At least privately. I'm not saying publicly. I'm saying privately.
Yeah, but I also think
you tell your spouse,
we have to be
But you think Melania can tell Donald to get down?
No, I don't think anyone believes that.
But I think she should try to counsel
But guys,
him.
we have to be consistent here, because either you could go the argument Donald Trump is slowing down and falling asleep, or every day on the show we're like, he is moving at such a clip, doing so many things that are scaring us, we can't even keep up with the headlines.
But he's doing demented things.
That's a third. But listen, now you have the DNC finally released its autopsy, this investigation of what went wrong and why they lost. There is not one mention of Joe Biden's age or his refusal to get out of the race and leave this tiny runway for Kamala Harris. That is malpractice on the part of the Democratic National Committee, which, by the way, is in debt right now. Well, the RNC has tens of millions of dollars.
I think both things can be true. I think his physical and cognitive decline are, to me, clearly evident. I mean, his physical decline, we see the bruises on his hands that he's had for months. The rash on his neck. The rash on his neck, the swollen ankles. These things you can't erase. You can't not
According
see.
to him, he's 100%
and we
healthy.
see the insane things that...
Joy, ain't you older than President Trump? How old is Joy Behar? 83 years old. How old is President Trump? 79. What is she? I know age ain't got it, but what is she talking about? You I gotta watch what I say on here, man. I truly do. How many times have we sat here? How many times? And Joy Behar has brought up somebody that truly has nothing to do with it's literally every other show. Or don't know what she's talking about, and somebody has to correct her. But she got the audacity to talk about somebody. Right.
He's tweeting out in the middle of the night, which then explains why he's falling asleep in the middle of the day. But and he's doing insane things.
He's
that
doing what he
do
ran
scare
on.
me.
He's doing Project 2025.
He didn't run on going to war with Iran.
Yeah, but I think
he didn't run on deporting grandmothers and tias. He ran on deporting the worst of the worst.
I remember that with what Alyssa's saying about, I also spoke up here and got a lot of flack when I said I thought he should step out. President Biden early on.
Well, because of who he was running against.
No,
that's
right
really,
after
I
the
think,
debate,
what it
I
was.
said, you know what? People have been concerned in the fact that it's polling so high and people are being told, shut up, don't notice his age, it's not a problem. And then it became a problem and everyone decided it was a problem. It bothers me because every time we wanted to rehash this, even at this table, people said it's over, we're done. Part of the distrust as an independent that I got furious at was, don't tell me to fall in line. That's what the Republicans do. They fall in line with no thought or critical
They fall
thinking.
in line behind a demented guy.
Right, but my point is the
Okay, that's it. What is that? That's what they do, is to fall in line? How do you even say that? Like, if you support a party and you support individuals, that's just what you do. It's not a fall in the line. They're ridiculous. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. I don't want to say nothing out of pocket, so I'm going to just, let y'all, I'm going to do my best, to respond. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.